Hey guys! So I just got some of my boxes here. It just came in the mail, and I just placed an order for the stuff recently, and I wanted to share with you what I got because when I woke up this morning, like every morning when I wake up, I normally check our system, make sure my teammates are okay, make sure everything's okay. And I noticed that there was a message today from Atomy headquarters in Canada. I thought it was pretty funny because I was just thinking about how maybe I'm the reason why this happened. But basically when I woke up today, I noticed that there was a notice saying that they're completely out of stock of the blue sponges. Like that never happened. And I'm wondering if I'm the reason why that happened because I don't know why, but recently a lot of my friends have been asking for it. So on my last order, I just decided to order a whole bunch for everybody. And let's just see how many I got. Like, there's actually quite a bit in here. There's 4 sponges per pack. And got some more. Yeah, so a lot of our friends are, just people who like to use them at home. Some have actually started using them in their restaurants and things like that. Even some of our salon owner friends have started using them in their salon for cleaning or whatever. I don't know. But a lot of people do love these sponges because, they last forever. They're quite inexpensive and they're antibacterial. So you can't go wrong. These don't smell when they're sitting around. But yeah, I just thought it was pretty funny when I saw that message today. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, Canada. I probably bought all the sponges, but I'm pretty sure more will come. But let's see what else I got. I'm just gonna push these aside because there's just like a million of these sponges. We don't need to see them anymore. But what else came? Woo! Toothbrushes. And they go really nicely with this toothpaste. So just quickly about the toothpaste. This is actually the smaller pack. They're more like the travel size toothpaste, I would say. Or like little sample size toothpaste, whatever you want to call them. But they're just like the smaller tube. Makes it super convenient to take with you on vacation or wherever you need to go. They're quite convenient to take around. They're great because it is a natural, toothpaste. It's got green tea in it that helps fight bad breath. Green tea is also a natural antibiotic, antioxidant substance. So it has a lot of good, like, natural properties in there, and really good for your teeth. But this toothpaste also has bee propolis in it. So it helps fight cavities and, prevent tartar buildup, things like that. And it also, protects your enamel. So I used to use Sensodyne Pronamel. I used that for years because I had a lot of sensitivity to cold. So whenever I went to my dentist, got my teeth cleaned and all that stuff, I would feel a little bit, almost pain, when they're spraying the cold water and things like that on my teeth. So that's why they recommended I use Sensodyne. And that was basically the only product really on the market, to help me with the problems that I was having with my teeth. So I used that for, for a really long time. And each tube could go for anywhere between $5 to $6 each. Can be quite expensive depending on where you shop. But, when I was introduced to this, I was a bit nervous because I was afraid that this one would not be able to, protect my teeth in the way that I needed, especially against, the sensitivity to cold. And I was actually quite nervous switching to this. But I'm actually glad I did because it actually leaves my teeth feeling super clean after I use this. And because it's also natural, I don't have that weird aftertaste in my mouth. I'm not constantly spitting out my, saliva after I brush my teeth because I don't like swallowing that toothpaste because of all the chemicals that are in it. And I have switched to natural toothpaste before, but I've never found anything as good as this one. Because a lot of the other ones I used to use had baking soda in it. I hated the taste, hated the smell. A lot of the other stuff just were not up to a certain standard that I was looking for. And so when I switched to this one, I was just super happy. It does come in a larger size. And each pack is 20 bucks for, you know, and it works out to be about $4 a tube because there's 5 tubes in the larger pack. So, you know, if you do ever have a chance to try this out, please do try. And this toothpaste actually goes really well with this toothbrush. So this toothbrush is quite unique because it is actually processed with some gold. So it actually makes the bristles antibacterial. So you don't get any of that black stuff that starts to develop and grow on your toothbrushes. You know, I don't know if a lot of you have seen that yet, but I sure do get that on our toothbrushes. I mean, we've seen it a lot. And since we switched to this one, we have never, ever seen that again, which is super duper awesome, especially if you have kids. I just don't want them putting that stuff in their mouth, right? You don't actually know if it's harmful or not, even though it only goes in their mouth, but your toothbrush does sit on your counter for, you know, long periods of, you know, during the day, and who knows what gets splashed onto those toothbrushes. So it's good to know that this one is antibacterial. And also the bristles are super fine and super soft. So not only does it get, you know, it's able to reach certain spots in your mouth that are really hard to reach, and, you know, it does a really good job at cleaning, but it also doesn't damage your gums like how other bristles would. So you will have better gum health and better teeth with this toothbrush. I guarantee it. Give it a try. And you know what? Also, I actually learned recently that Atomy, they don't actually make money from this product. Isn't that crazy? So they have a really unique philosophy in this company. You know, they always want to help people. They want to, like, their goal is to make everything accessible as much as possible to everyone in the world. You know, that's their goal. And when they came up with this product, you know, and they kept the prices really low, and they've always just kept the prices really low. But they kept it so low that they basically don't make any money from this. But it doesn't matter because they're hitting their goals by being able to actually help out tens of millions of people every year. I think this product, they sell about 30 million toothbrushes a year, something like that, like a toothbrush every second. It's insane. It's so crazy. But I'm really happy that they have this product because a lot of my friends and family, they actually always ask me for these things. And they're what, $1.30 each? They're so cheap. They're super good. Let's see, what else did I get in here? Ooh. Herbal shampoo. Oh my goodness. So this was actually the first shampoo that I tried from Atomy. I've recently switched to the Absolute shampoo, which is a little bit better. Actually, I would say a lot better than this, but I already think this herbal shampoo is amazing. Like, my family would use one bottle, and I mean, it would last for 3 months, about 3 months. For one small bottle. It's crazy. When you pump it once, it's like about a teaspoon of shampoo, but that's like enough to lather my whole head. It's crazy, and it's herbal and super natural. So it actually helps make your scalp healthier. Your hair is healthier. I have like all these little baby hairs growing out of my head everywhere. I don't know if you can see it from there. I don't think you can, but I have a ton of baby hair growing because it also helps, you know, new hair growth and things like that. So actually, a lot of our friends who are losing hair started to use this shampoo along with their tonic, their hair tonic, and their hair is growing back now. And they don't even advertise this shampoo as a hair loss shampoo, but people have actually been getting really good results and, you know, seeing more volume and things like that. And for 13 bucks, I mean, it's a steal, to be honest. And, you know, and switching now to the Absolute line is even more incredible. Like, they have even more like great stuff in there that actually does help with hair loss. And, you know, that's something that I've actually been experiencing a lot ever since I started to have kids. I noticed that my hair just started falling out a lot more. But since switching to their shampoo, oh my God, my hair is growing back now. And, you know, I have all these annoying little baby hairs growing out of my head, but I don't care. I love it. And, you know, I have the conditioner that goes with the shampoo too. I don't actually use the conditioner very often, but sometimes we like to use it. Sometimes we just want that extra help, but we don't always need it. Let's see, what else did we get over here? Oh my God, you're gonna think I'm crazy because look at all the coffee we got. Oh my God. Yes. can never have enough of this stuff. I mean, I go through this stuff like water. Okay, I do drink water, yes, I do, but I do love their coffee too. I love this one so much. This is the one with milk and sugar. And it comes in like a little sachet. Each sachet is like 45 calories. So I actually have 2 sachets per day. And I mix mine with more milk, actually. I just like to have a lot of milk in mine. But I usually use one of the nut milks, which goes really well with this. But what I love about this coffee is it doesn't have that weird kind of sour or burnt coffee taste. Not like, even at Starbucks, I get that weird taste and I hate it. And you're spending like $2 or $3 per cup of coffee there, right? So I used to be a huge Starbucks fan because they're everywhere, convenient. I thought that they were the best, you know, quality type of coffee out there that you can get. So anything that I did with coffee was always Starbucks. You know, and when I tried this one, I was like, oh my God, I never knew about, you know, I never knew how coffee could actually taste like this. And growing up in a Vietnamese household, we drink a lot of like really, really strong, you know, flavorful coffee. But, you know, it's always been like kind of burnt, sour or whatever, or really strong to the point where like I have crazy headaches because there's so much caffeine, especially in the Vietnamese coffees. So much caffeine in those things, and like I would drink so much that my hands would shake. Oh my God. But I was used to it. I just thought it was normal. But yeah, honestly, when I switched to this, I was like sold, and I've been drinking this for years now. I have not been able to really switch to anything else because anytime I do switch, I just feel that caffeine kind of high and it makes me crazy. So I don't really like to deviate from this one anymore. But the fact that it's convenient to take around, I take it with me everywhere. My favorite place to take it actually is camping. It just makes it so easy. And I don't drink a lot of the black coffee, but I mean, this one comes with 80 sachets, and I've been using this a lot now actually for my peel-off mask, my peel-off coffee mask. Really, really good. And because of how pure and clean this product is, I actually trust it enough to actually put on my face, you know, and it's great. But it's good to have. It comes in like little sachets too, so you can take it around with you. Sometimes I mix one of these with one of these in my drink, depending if I want a little bit more of a coffee taste, that's what I would do. But, you know, it's good to have one of these around just for anything. I even bake with this one too. I cook with it and whatever. I put it in different things. So it's just a super versatile product. And for 80 of these, for 20 bucks, super cheap. I love it. And I got metal scrubbers. These are really good because, you know, I've used many different brands over my whole life actually. I've used these quite a bit because I always have stuff that's caked on my pots and pans or whatever, because even though I've cooked, you know, for a really long time, and I do believe I do know how to cook, but sometimes I do make an accident or whatever and I will burn something or whatever. It happens, right? So I would use one of these things to, you know, scrub off all the food and all the caked on stuff. But what I found in the past were, you know, other brands that I use, they would leave my pans, my pots and pans, like super dull because I don't know what you call this, but it's just super abrasive, and it like would cut into my metal and make everything super dull. Sometimes it would be so sharp that it would leave like lines. You can see visible deep lines in my pots and pans. Oh my God. And I even tried using one of them on my stove too, because when we moved into this house, we inherited this white stove that just drives me crazy, and everything sticks on that thing, and it makes me crazy because I can see it and it's dirty and I just hate it. So I was using a metal sponge before, one of these metal scrubbers, but from another brand. I was scrubbing little bits and pieces on my little stove, and it was scratching. It actually went right through the paint, and I was like, oh my God, it's gonna damage my stove, and it did. And so I have this little section now of the little stove that we have, and it's like scratched and whatever. But when I got this and I tried it on my stove, it did not scratch my stove. I couldn't believe it, and I wish I got this sooner, but I didn't know. That's why you need to try these things, right? I had no idea. What else did I get? Hand soap. Yes. We love this one because me and my daughter, we have eczema. My son is starting to develop eczema too. So whenever we wash our hands, you know, our hands get really dried out, and you know, we always have to apply lotion on afterwards, and if we don't, our hands just stay dry the whole day. So, you know, when this soap was introduced to us, we were super happy because not only is this antibacterial, but it's also naturally derived, so like plant-based, and you know, it's got citrus in it, so it smells like heaven. But what I love is it's actually moisturizing too. So antibacterial, moisturizing, and it's natural. That's like solid. It's so good. And so, you know, every time, especially with me and my daughter, our hands are super sensitive. We actually have amazing results from this product, especially now with all the COVID stuff going on, and you know, we have to wash our hands constantly. This product really saved our hands, and you know, we're not applying lotion as often as we did before. So this has actually been a little bit of a life changer for us. And what else did we get? Yeah, our probiotics just came. We ran out of these. My kids are always asking me, when are we gonna get more? We always run out of them. I don't know why I don't stock more of these, but I do buy like 2 or 3 boxes at a time, and we just go through it so fast because they taste like, yeah, I always use this word, but they do taste like heaven. They are so delicious. They do come in individual sachets, so it makes it super easy to take around with you. You never forget it. You can have it in your purse or your bag or gym bag, cart, whatever, but you don't have to refrigerate this. So, you know, some of the stuff I used to use in the past, I had to like refrigerate it, and they would come in these bottles with a little spoon, and I had to like mix it with water and things like that. But because it was refrigerated, I would forget to take it and things like that. And what I have noticed too is this has actually been the only product that has really saved me from food poisoning. Have you ever got food poisoning? It's awful. Oh my God. The last 2 times I got food poisoning this year was purely due to raw oysters. I love raw oysters. I never learned my lesson, but I just keep eating them. And now that I know that this stuff is so amazing, I'm just always gonna take this before and after I eat raw oysters to see if I can prevent food poisoning next time. But when I have had food poisoning this year, which was a total of 2 times now, and it wasn't pretty. I won't go into detail because I love you guys. But anyways, yeah, when I got food poisoning this year, I took this right after I started to have symptoms and was going through hell. I took this and it actually started bubbling inside. I could feel it working. It was really weird. And as soon as it was able to get all the way through my system, I was good to go. And you know, before in the past, I actually did get food poisoning other times. The other stuff never worked. I don't know why the other stuff didn't work, but I do know that the quality of these products are so good, and you know, they do have a lot of different bacteria in it. There's 12 kinds of bacteria in it. So some are actually able to reach lower down in your digestive tract. So it is able to provide your body with more benefits. I do find that it does benefit me a lot more than other brands. And you know, if you have a healthy gut, you're going to be able to better absorb nutrients, your skin will be healthier, everything will just be healthier. And it, you know, and it all comes down to a healthy gut. You need to look into that. If you don't know, please look into it, because you do need a healthy gut before anything else. Well, yeah, the most part. But anyways, I'm not a doctor. Don't listen to everything that I say. You need to just try it for yourself. But anyways, we also got our omega-3s. This is actually harvested from a fish called pollock, which is fish from Alaska. You know, pretty clean water. When they do catch the fish, it's processed pretty soon after that. Like they process the fish like almost like as soon as they can, as soon as they hit the dock or whatever. They like put it in the factory and it gets processed right away. So it's not sitting around. You get like the highest potency of the omega-3 oil and things like that. And the other thing that is really good about this too is in their processing, they are able to remove all that gross smell and impurities and all that stuff. So, you know, compared comparing this to other brands that I've used, this one is far superior, because the biggest thing about omega-3s for me is I hate that gross fish taste or smell every time you like burp after taking one of those gigantic capsules or whatever you call them. It just has this nasty seafood like aftertaste, or the smell is so gross. Sometimes I'm like around my friends and all I'm doing is like burping up this fish like omega-3 thing that I took, and I hate it so much. But this one doesn't do that for me, so I'm really happy about that. But the other thing that's good too is they've made this a little bit smaller, so it's actually quite easy to swallow. You're not choking on it like the other ones. Like sometimes when I'm taking the other ones, I feel like sometimes it goes down halfway and then it's stuck. Even though I've had like a liter of water, it's like stuck there. And then I start burping up stuff and it just like, oh my God, it ruins like half my day. But you know, I'm so glad that I switched to that, because I am no longer walking around with gross fish breath. And last but not least, these pink gloves. Yes, oh my gosh. So if you have eczema, you know, on your hands, this is a huge lifesaver, like huge, majorly. I always wash my dishes with gloves. Don't care what kind, but I always need to use gloves because, well, for one thing, I hate it when things go underneath my nails. I don't like that. But the biggest reason why I do use gloves is because I have eczema on my hands. Not so much anymore now though, actually, but before it was so bad that you can see cuts on my hands sometimes, like no matter what I did, like I couldn't get rid of it. So I needed to wear gloves. But the other stuff that I used to wear would make my hand so sweaty, itchy, just uncomfortable. My eczema would actually be worse after I washed the dishes with the other gloves. In the prices of the other gloves that I used to buy, pretty much the same as this, except this is way more durable. The other ones, I remember I took out a brand new pair one time and I literally just started doing the dishes and then like my finger part tore off because the material was just so thin, it just like ripped off. Like these ones could last me months, like half a year maybe, if I'm careful not to cut them with a knife. Some of my pairs have actually lasted like a whole year, so that's amazing. And the other good thing about this is it's got a hook. It's got hooks on each glove, so you can actually hang it up and actually air dry them so they're ready for you to use next time. But yeah, I use them around the house, you know, clean my toilets, my dishes, whatever. I even use them outside, gardening, whatever, washing my car. I'm always using those gloves. I love them so much. But anyways, oh wait, I do have two more things. Got eye cream. This one is from the Absolute line. The Fame, which is their anti-aging line, also has an eye cream. This is the de-aging line, the Absolute. But something that I love about the eye creams from Atomy is that you get so much in terms of like the volume. You get so much in comparison to other brands. This one and the one from the Fame line, they both come with 40 milliliters for the eye cream. Like that's incredible. I rarely see that ever. Like I don't actually remember the last time I picked up an eye cream that was under $100 and more than 15 milliliters. I've never had that before. I mean, the one from the Fame is like 27 bucks. And then this one is just a little bit more. So, I mean, it's such a great deal. And they're both like really natural too and low sensitivity. So if you haven't tried, you know, the skincare stuff from Atomy, do so, because this is something that I really love. And, you know, I will do another video about the skincare line and things like that. So I would love for you to come back. And last but not least, this is the lip glow. I actually have one right here. But yeah, so this is the lip glow. It is super good because it is moisturizing, but it also protects your lips, you know, from the sun. It's got some SPF in there. It is actually an all-natural product too. And it has a bit of a pink tint. I don't know if you can see that, but it will actually make your lips a little bit more pink. The more you apply, the darker it'll get. So I'll do a video on that too, because it's one of my favorite things to have in my purse. It's kind of like my little go-to thing. It's not exactly like a chapstick, it's not like that, but it is moisturizing. And for me, who has sensitive lips, you know, this product is actually enough. So I love that it's moisturizing and kind of acts like a lipstick also. I'm not a big fan of lipstick, so having this is actually really good. But anyways, my kids are going crazy in the other room. I don't know if you can hear them, but sounds like they're having a lot of fun. So I'm gonna go check out to see what they're doing, making sure they're not destroying each other. But anyways, please, please, please do help me out by giving this video a like and subscribe to my channel so that you do not miss out on any more crazy videos from me, okay? I would love to hear from you. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions or any suggestions or feedback, anything at all. I would love to hear from you. But anyways, please enjoy your day. I'm just gonna head out now and then, yeah, check me out later. Bye. Have a good day.